Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Frostpunk 2. We're still trying to find the source of fuel, and I think we need to go to the Frozen Bay. The problem is we don't have enough Frostland teams, and I kind of think I made a bit of a mistake when I used, I think I had 15 at one point. Yeah. But we've used up 10 of them to keep this outpost of coal running. So what I'm kind of thinking is we're running a deficit of coal right now, but there is a warmer season coming. I think what we should do is try to push towards one of these other outposts to get more of those teams going. So I think we have 141 heat stamps. The other thing I think we should really try and address is this goods deficit. It's just a drag on our heat stamps. And if I look at... that has 16 weeks. I think we also need... there's so much stuff we need to do. I think we also need to build a research building, because I promised these guys to build this factory, right? But we're lagging behind in the amount of time it'll take us to actually research. So I think we need a research building. I think we have one over here too. Could have rushed the research too, but I think we'll just build the research institute. And then I'm kind of thinking maybe what we do then, we also need to address food. There's so many things to do. I think I'm kind of leaning towards building this salvaging factory to try and address the goods deficit. It will continue to drive our materials deficit as well. But we could try and build there's a bunch of materials here that we could try and gather up. But I think we should address the exploration problem first. So let's frost break out to here. And I think I've made this mistake before, so I think instead of dividing the frost in half, what we'll do is we'll do this, and then next time we'll frost break around here, because this needs to be six tiles wide, and unless you can make it like a long snake, which maybe you can, maybe you can. Let's try it. At the very least, we'll frost break this way. You usually don't want to divide the frost in half like that, because that's how we ended up with this problem over here. Where, like, if I wanted to get this materials included in our district, I'd have to frost break here and then over there. This seems like a good place to add more housing, though. The stable crevasse. We'll think about it. But we definitely want to get another logistics district going, because we need to get that other source of fuel, especially because we built that new research building. Good news is it knocked it looks like 4 weeks off of our timeline, so we'll definitely be able to help the Frostlanders out there. Provide some food during calm weather. We should pass a law. Food production efficiency is increased, but disease is marginally increased. 34 people are for. 46 people are for. I wonder if before we do chemical additives, I should have looked at that before, because we've been running a food negative for a long time. I wonder. I keep leaving the whole thing here. We should. There's a thing about, yeah, this one, contagion prevention. I wonder if we shouldn't pass this one first. Or try to pass this one first, because it reduces disease. I'm kind of thinking like supported quarantine. Shelter demand is not great because we're already running a negative on shelter. But I like that the disease is significantly decreased versus just normally decreased and increased tension. Let's try this one. And I'm kind of thinking of just letting it ride. It'll be a very close vote because it's 22 before, 21 against. But we have respect, so I don't think we need to try and convince anybody for it. Let's just try it. Okay, there's the 22. Give me 28 votes.
The vote.
Not even close. Well, we tried. Well, I don't think that hurts anything to try a vote. And just waiting around not to vote doesn't really help anybody, so. We finished this over here? We did. Okay, let's take a look. Can I build the logistics district like this? Oh, we sure can. It's the weirdest district that's ever existed in mankind. But this will be great because then we can start exploring and trying to find the other source of fuel out there. Okay, so if there's an even breakdown between the votes for and votes against, probably not likely to pass. However, the other one that was like food additives, it was like 44 in favor of, right? So I think that one we could try to just eat it and then pass that. And then maybe we'll come back and try to pass the disease thing secondarily. Especially because by then we should have our promise to the Frostlanders completed 6 weeks from now. And then 2 weeks more and we'll be able to vote again. I think that's fine. I'm glad I tried. Good to know that, like, failing a vote doesn't really do anything. Like, people aren't, like, distraught or whatever. I guess that's normal government. Things don't always pass. That's 69 heat stamps. So let's see. I think we should save our heat stamps. Well, we're running a deficit on materials, but materials are good for 94 more weeks. So I'm kind of thinking trying to get the salvaging factory going. 180 heat stamps. We're at 69 right now. We're gaining 14 per week. We're at 83 right now. Oh, we have an event. Hold on. So we'll be at, we need probably like 8 more weeks of heat stamps to be able to build that. What's happening here? Worried about her son, looking for a culprit. Lil Joey's been coughing all night. His forehead's as hot as the generator. It's them Turners. I know it's them. They got that new flu, and here they are strolling about their neighborhood carrying on with their business. They're killing people. That's what they're doing. Oh, please, Lord Almighty, I can't stand to lose another child. Someone's got to get through to them. I tried to pass this, and these idiots wouldn't vote for it. Take it up with your local representative. We have 6 weeks to be able to pass that. 9 registered as sick. Oh, we do have a little bit of disease. It's minor, but it's, you know, not helped from the cold. And the goods scarcity is causing crime. So that's not good. Alright, have we built you yet? Not quite. We're getting there. We're getting the heat stamps. Once we get the goods, that'll lower the crime at very least.
Hosting ice baths and cold breathing sessions tonight at 11 p.m.
Wonderful. You guys want to go to a breathing session? Bam. District done. Good. All right. Material deficit has increased again. Let's launch an expedition this way. 20. Dangerous. We don't want to go to any place that's dangerous. This is also dangerous, so we won't go that way either. Many scouts will be injured. At least they're not going to be killed. All right, they're exploring. That's good. Oops. We're at a negative 120 coal. What are we at? 23 weeks, but it's about to go up in temperature, so that's good. It'll give us a little breathing room on our coal. How much do we even have left here? 151,000, but it'll only last 65 weeks. So we definitely need to find the other source of heating at some point. How's the goods factory? 3 weeks? All right, we got time. Still need more heat stamps to be able to build the factory. Where do you even build the factory? Like, does that go here? Industrial. I don't think I have an industrial district now that I think about it. Processes materials into prefabs or goods can produce other resource with additional infrastructure. Huh. So that means I need this before I can even think about building the factory. I suppose I should build the industrial district, but I should surround it. Well, we don't want to do that here. Can I put it around this coal? Aha, we can put it around the crafting district. Don't put it by the housing, that increases squalor. Okay. I understand how this works. Can we... Part of it is we're running out of prefabs, and part of it is we're running out of workforce. Our population still is increasing, though, 67%. So maybe what we want to do is get extraction rolling on these prefabs. Build an industrial district around the prefabs. Could we include this here? Like some... Ah, you can't do both. Okay. Like that. And then we'll build the industrial zone around the crafting district. Or, I mean, the prefab district, too. So I was saving up heat stamps to build the factory, but we don't even have a place to build the factory right now. Warmer season. Yes! Plus 75 coal. Huzzah. Oh, there is a... I should be thinking about... Yes, I should build this bio-waste site. Because we're running a deficit on food, and we definitely need to address that. So, alright, now we're out of workforce. Hopefully we'll get more people. I don't know when your population grows. As soon as population is meaningfully increased, the city will prepare a new census. How often does that happen? Does it say? If I look at the tutorial. When it reaches a certain threshold, the music got loud all of a sudden. Alright. When issues are overwhelming, population growth becomes stagnant. Okay. Well, we need to address goods, we need to address the material shortage. And the shelter. But this, the bio-waste site should at least help us with our food problems. And then hopefully the exploration will find our source of fuel. We're at least gaining fuel right now, so that's good. And we can consider... Yes, the demands have been met. Okay, let's get the Oh, council is in recess for 1 more week. Okay. Good job. Ooh. Base heating demand seems really, really useful. Takes 50. How can we make housing districts more heat efficient? What is this? Asbestos lining? That seems like a terrible idea. Everybody's into asbestos lining. Oh, wonderful. Okay, I should pay attention. I haven't really looked at any of this. Oh, oil. Okay, so that must be the other heating resource, right? Is oil. Pump jacks, that seems oil as well. Sawmills, worker shifts, hot houses, filtration tower. I've kind of been ignoring the research, which is probably to my own detriment. Scouting headquarter, exploration time is decreased, and territory threat level is decreased. Harvester hangars. Skyways. Trains, that's kind of cool. Huh. What about city? Maintenance duty? Housing block. What does this do? Is this a Housing block. Subsidized housing block. So is this a special type of district? Workforce requirement. Heat demand is 20. This increases the amount of shelter. That's very interesting. What about society? We got hospitals, youth, watchtowers. So this must be reduce crime, reduce disease, reduce all of the above. I don't know. Youth, what the heck? And then hubs. Oh, fighting hub, maintenance hub, air transport hub. Proximity, materials demand in neighboring districts is decreased. Interesting. Huh. Well, I'm kind of thinking like the housing insulation would be a good one. But maybe like the housing block would also be good? I'm at a loss. Well, we also need our heating stamps for other things, so maybe researching stuff right now isn't a good thing. Because we need to build that industrial district at some point. And we need to build more housing at some point too. So maybe that block would be a good idea. I don't know, man. There's so much stuff to do. I'm torn. That's Frostpunk though. Because we got the... Holy crap! 350 heat stamps. Jeez. That does make 60 goods though. 6 people have registered as sick. Oh, we could probably pass a new law now though, right? Yes. Okay. Can we please pass this disease law? We should have passed this ages ago. This one. I feel better about the supported quarantine. Because I like significantly decreased but although maybe we don't need to significantly decrease stuff. $31 are hesitant, 26 Frostlanders are hesitant. Who's against this? The Pilgrims, and then just a couple random people. So we need 23 votes to make this happen. Do we want to bother negotiating with people? It's a big waste of time again if we don't. But I'd rather not have to promise stuff to people if we don't have to. I don't like adding tension. But the fact that we don't have enough shelter... and the fact that I don't know what slightly decreased means for our shelter is a little scary as well. And this one seems easier to pass. Why don't we propose this one and give it a shot? Second time. If you didn't vote for the other one, you should vote for this one. It's not gonna happen. Oh, no! You buggers! You're all so greedy. You're like, I want my thing. What about the mother whose son got sick? What about her? You monsters. Alright, industrial district? Oh, we don't have enough people. What's happening? I told you, I'm trying to solve the problem. Jeez. This morning, a house has been found walled off from the rest of its neighborhood. The inhabitants escaped after a while, but they found that local shops and amenities refused to service them. I don't know who did it, but it's for the best, I tell you. Them people got all sorts of bugs. The place is healthier without them, claimed a local pub owner. The latest spread of influenza has indeed hit the district hard, and people are on edge. Maybe we ought to define common rules for this to appease the tension. I've tried twice. All right, we're gonna have to convince some people, clearly. Unfortunately, but that is it. Look at the food surplus, though. Wow. Part of the reason is the disease is up by squalor and cold, but also the bio-waste hothouse. So we have a lot of things pushing disease. Oh, our materials surplus has gotten so much worse. Oh, and we don't have the population to frostbreak anymore. I wonder, actually, hold on. We have these, turn off the research institute. We're not researching right now. Yeah! Oh, man. This is huge. Turn that off. Dude, that's so much, that's super helpful. I didn't even think about that. Note to viewers. Do turn off your research institute if you're not using them. I think what we'll try to do is encompass this district after the frost breaking is done. Yeah, because if you're not using the people in the research institute, because we're not researching anything, what does this mean? Does that just mean I turned off? Ah, yeah. I don't know why. That's a weird symbol to. I thought it was saying that people are homeless. It's a weird symbol to use for a building being turned off. I'm glad they tell you though, because I would totally forget that I had turned off my research institutes in the future. But yeah, if we're not researching anything, there's no reason to have this on. Although maybe what we shouldn't turn off both, and we should be researching the asbestos thing. So let's turn one of you back on. You can be on, and then we're gonna fire up the heating housing insulation. Everybody's into this idea, so let's do it. I think that's a good one. And then once you're done, we'll build another extraction district to get materials surplus going. The explorers are continuing, should be done fairly soon. And then we'll have to convince somebody to vote for some sort of contagion law. All right, they're done. Ah, we need even more workforce. Shoot. It's that big of a district, really? Jeebus.
Stalwarts encourage all citizens
It'd take 14 weeks.
their daily roll calls.
It's 89%. Like, when is our population gonna jump up? I could go out into the wasteland and try to convince these people to join us, but that's a lot of people. 2,600. And I'm afraid, like, we're already short on shelter, so I'm, like, terrified that if I bring that many people into the city, it's just gonna destabilize everything. So, let's not do that if we don't have to. We're getting prefabs at a good rate, though. 68 weeks of prefabs left here. $93 heat stamps. We need to get the materials, though. Ah, man, the fact that needs 600 workforce is wild. Well, if we finish this research, oh, Frozen Bay has been explored. If we finish that research, we can get that district going. There's a cloud in the way I cannot see. Excuse me? Let me look in here. Right? You see I see the water. There's a cloud in the way, though. What's here? A community of Frostlanders are eking out a pitiful living of moss and small fish. With no furnace, they survive by sleeping shoulder to shoulder under thick layers of fur. They would undoubtedly prefer to live in New London. Undoubtedly, but we won't bring them in just yet because I can't deal with my own people. In a cavern near the bay, we found a disturbing sight. Bodies in sturdy Frostland gear neatly laid side by side and left to freeze, with black oil markings over their closed eyes. A ghastly burial ritual? It's not that ghastly. A map we found suggests they're heading to an old machine somewhere nearby the desolate coast. A machine would require a source of fuel. We should investigate. We gotta go even further. Launch the expedition. To go further into the void. There's the mountains here. That's dangerous. The approach. Safe. Coal. Once a small port operated here to ferry materials for the generator's construction. Now it's lost to pressing ice. Scouts say they can still hear the grunts and cries of men heaving heavy steam cores ashore. Is that ghosts? Well, we have enough people, so we might as well explore both of them at the same time. All right, if we do nothing else this episode, we're gonna get the contagion law passed. Third time's the charm, as they say. 11 weeks until we run out of materials. And I assume that's going to be a major problem because all of our other districts use materials. So we definitely need, once you're done... You know, we should turn this one on, right? Yeah, it takes a lot of people, but it's going to get this knocked out faster. And then we can transfer those people to the district. Like, having less than 200 people available to Frostbreak is bad, but we need to knock out this research early, and then we can get the extraction district set up. I think that's a good way to do it. Council is in recess, 0 weeks. There we go. All right. Last time we're going to do this. I think I still like the supported quarantine better, so if I have to convince anybody, we're going to go for that one. Now, negotiate. The Pilgrims... Oh, they are for this. Okay, so I don't have to negotiate to them. The Stalwarts don't give a crap. And then the New Londoners versus the Frostlanders. So the question is... excuse me. Who do we want to negotiate with? I think I want to negotiate with the New Londoners. But let's see what they're after. We could research. They only want research. I'm kind of against that. I'd rather, like, them... Oops. I'd rather them be like... I would like to vote on the next law, or whatever. So let's see, what would the Frostlanders prefer? Dust Coal Mine Survivalists Headquarters. Which it decreases exploration time and territory level. Advanced bio-waste hothouse. That wouldn't be so bad, because I do like the bio-waste hothouse. Let's go see what each of these are going to take from a research perspective. Like, the number of heat stamps. So the blasting coal mine was what the New Londoners wanted. 100. Resources, probably advanced hothouse. So you're also 100. I think any second tier of a thing is going to take more. It's going to take 100. Yeah, so it goes 50, 100. I don't even know if there is a 150 beyond. But what was the exploration one? Was that Frostland? Scouts headquarters. Okay, you know what? Why don't we promise them the Scouts headquarters? Because that's only 50 tokens, heat stamps. So let's go back to contagion prevention, supported quarantine, propose, negotiate, Frostlanders, and then vote for survivalist headquarters. And now we're at 50, so we just need one random person to agree with us. Cool. Yes. I'm good with that. I accept their terms. We will vote. And if, by God, if there's one person who doesn't join my side, I'm gonna lose it.
The votes are
Thank you.
in. The
Finally. Oh, man. The fact that it took me 3 times to pass the law in one episode is mind-boggling. But we did it. And people should be happy. Because I told them I'd do a thing, and I did it. The question is... Dude, did our population just skyrocket? What happened? It must have, because, oh, Jesus, yeah. We have no shelter. Okay, well, good news is we have the people to be building the extraction district now. So let's build this in the weirdest way possible to access all of these materials here. And then, do we even go... Oh, we don't have the work... Oh, well, we will. Well, no, let's let the research roll. Putting the sick first is gonna cost us dearly. Dude, I hope you never get sick, Byron Glover. Nerd. We don't need survivalists' headquarters. Well, too bad you're not in charge. The steward's promises will be the city's ruin. Chill out. All right, last thing we do here. Sue Miller, 12. Spinning dog hair into yarn. Ouch, my finger. These effing spindles. Mrs. Boss Lady keeps joking. I'll fall asleep and get woken up by a prince. I don't get it. If a prince came near me, I'd rob him blind and then make him do bloody spinning. But it's all right. Gonna beat my record today. Nice strong yarn. Auntie Mabel says if I can weave, I can work with her at the mill. Beats freezing in the streets. Family apprenticeship promises a better future for the children of the city. Hey, that's some positive stuff. Cool. Well, let's pause the episode there. If you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Frostpunk 2 or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.